Good morning from a dreary day at Walt Disney World. I am heading to Hollywood Studios. It is about 8 o'clock in the morning. The park opens up in half an hour, and I wanted to try to rope drop Disney's Hollywood Studios today. All right, I made it past the ticketing toll booth. Now I just need to find a parking spot. It doesn't seem too busy this morning, which is surprising. All right, so I've pretty much parked as far down front as I can, which is phenomenal. You can sort of see Tower of Terror silhouetted off in the distance. Isn't that cool? You can barely see the Hollywood Tower Hotel because of the fog this morning. That is really cool. Okay, so I've made it through security. To the left over there is the early park entry for resort guests, and everybody else is waiting over here to the right. This is pretty cool and simultaneously intimidating to see this many people waiting to get into Disney's Hollywood Studios. I'm just going to go ahead and pick a line and wait in it for about 15 minutes. All right, so it is 8:30. The park is officially open, and we are all starting to slowly shuffle forward to get into Hollywood Studios. All right, and I am inside Disney's Hollywood Studios, and I am heading to Toy Story Land. So this is normally not something that I would do or suggest, but I'm heading to Toy Story Land to rope drop Slinky Dog Dash. Right now, Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway is incredibly short. There's no line for this whatsoever, but I am committed to doing Slinky Dog Dash. I want to see what the rope drop experience is back here. All right, so right now, Toy Story Land does not look that intimidating, which is incredibly cool. Okay, heading over to find the end of the line for Slinky Dog Dash. Thank you, Woody. This is especially surprising because the park has been open for half an hour for early park entry for resort guests, so I thought it would be a little bit busier than this right now. I'm also here on a Saturday, so I thought a Saturday morning might be a little bit busier, especially during spring break. It is pretty much the middle or the peak of spring break right now. All right, so it's posting a 45-minute wait right now for the standby line. This is so surprising. I was anticipating waiting at least, I don't know, an hour for this. And this is where the line stops, right here underneath the canopy, which is good because it might rain today. I'm really moving through the line right now. I went ahead and I put in a mobile order for Woody's lunchbox so I can go have some breakfast over there, hopefully, once I get off of this. And probably, I'm gonna say it's gonna take less than half an hour. So far it hasn't even been 10 minutes and I'm about to head inside the actual covered portion of the queue. So I'm very pleased with how this is working out. It is such a beautiful day today. Thought it would have been incredibly humid, but so far it's not. So far it feels actually very temperate and comfortable. It's going to be rainy and humid later, that's for sure though. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes and I'm getting very close. I think my estimate might actually be accurate, surprisingly. All right, so it took 28 minutes to make it to the front of the line for Slinky Dog Dash, and somehow I'm going to be sitting in the front seat. How cool was that? So that's pretty cool. I just got off of Slinky Dog Dash. It is 9:16 in the morning and my window for my food over at Woody's Lunchbox started at 9:15. So I'm gonna go ahead and prepare my order and go get my food. The family in front of me decided to switch seats at the last second. So I did not have the front seat, but I still had a really good time because I haven't done this in a little while and waiting less than half an hour. That was great. Okay, I'm gonna go have some breakfast at Woody's Lunchbox. See, now it's posting an 80-minute wait, and the line goes all the way down there. I can't even see the end of the line. Okay, the end of the line starts back there, and I'm heading over here to pick up my mobile order for Woody's Lunchbox. All right, so I picked up my breakfast bowl right there, and this is pretty cool. It looks like they are constructing, whoops, I almost dropped it, an outdoor seating area over here with a massive cover. This is really cool. So the next available mobile order window for Woody's Lunchbox isn't until 11 o'clock in the morning, and it is not even 9:30 right now. But this is my breakfast bowl. This comes with potato barrels, also known as tater tots, and gravy, and scrambled eggs, and scallions. All right, so I'm all done with my breakfast. It's really interesting just to see this new canopy over here, this covered area, and I do wonder if they're going to be extending it to other portions of the Woody's Lunchbox seating area as well. I'm heading through Galaxy's Edge. The line right now for Slinky Dog Dash goes all the way back down by the new, at some point, hopefully, barbecue restaurant way down there. All right, I walked over behind Alien Swirling Saucers because this is one of my favorite locations in all of Toy Story Land because of how quiet and secluded it is. It looks like the fog has started to lift. I can actually see the Hollywood Tower Hotel way over there, which is pretty cool. I've not shown my face on camera yet today, so hello, my name is Roy, welcome to my channel. I got this reservation literally an hour before the park even opened, so it was very last minute, very surprising, so I just got in the car and just drove straight to Hollywood Studios So I'm heading over to Star Wars Land. So I'm heading over to Galaxy's Edge now. I don't know if I'm going to be riding any rides over there. I'm just mostly curious to see what the wait times look like for Smugglers Run and Rise of the Resistance. Even Alien Swirling Saucers is posting a 45-minute wait currently, so let's see what it looks like over in Star Wars Land. It's interesting even with blockout dates, because it's spring break, there's still complications in getting a reservation. So it's just challenging to get into the parks now. So I'm heading over here to see something specific over in this direction in the First Order area, and then I'll head back over to Rise of the Resistance. So there's some stormtroopers over there by the TIE Echelon, but I want to go over here. This is the transport drop-off for anyone coming over from the Galactic Star Cruiser. This has not been open whenever I've come here, and this is just right over here by the stage where the stormtroopers and Kylo Ren come out. Feels like I shouldn't be back here right now, but there's nothing preventing anybody from just exploring over here. So this is the off-planet shuttle right here. So I presume it would come from right over here. I have not watched any videos from the Galactic Star Cruiser, but this makes sense. Looks like you would scan your fingerprints and a band right over here, and then you'd come from back here from the transportation shuttle from the Star Cruiser. How cool is that? Neat. I have conflicting feelings about the Galactic Star Cruiser because it is not an experience that I think that I can ever comfortably afford. It's something that I'm very curious about. If they ever opened up like a dining experience there where you could actually just come and explore the ship, I would be incredibly excited to do that. But as far as the actual immersive multi-day experience, I don't know. It's not to say that I would never do it, but I doubt I would ever do it at some point in the either near or distant future, at least for the time being. I've heard incredible responses to the experience itself, but just the price of just getting to stay there is intimidating. And speaking of intimidating, the line for Smugglers Run starts all the way back here, goes all the way into the extended queue outside. It is a 7-minute wait. So it's supposed to thunderstorm here pretty soon, so I'm trying to slowly make my way out of the park. I might go ride one more ride potentially on the way. All right, so I made it to the marketplace. This is interesting. So I've been seeing this on the internet that allegedly over here somewhere, I believe this is supposed to be a hidden Donald Duck. I don't know about the validity of that. I do see it, but then simultaneously, I don't know. It's a bit of a stretch. Something about these being his eyes. This is his bill. That's his hat. I don't know. I could be looking in the wrong location, though. It's creative if it's actually intentional. Okay, crap. I totally looked at the complete wrong location, so I'm heading back over where I was by the Millennium Falcon. In my defense, that did look very similar to Donald Duck, if we're pointing out hidden Donald Ducks in Galaxy's Edge. Monster Roasters also has a breakfast option over here that myself and Brendan have gotten before, but today I was just, I don't know, I was feeling what his lunchbox. So allegedly, apparently, it is over here on the other side of the Millennium Falcon. Alright, I can already see it a little bit better than the one that I thought was the hidden Donald. It is right over here. So this one, I actually am pretty convinced seeing in person is a hidden Donald Duck with his beak right here, his eyes, and then his hats, his sailor hats. That looks pretty convincing. What's hard about spring break is that it's a lot of just big groups that are just sort of clumping and huddling, especially down by the Millennium Falcon. It's just hard to navigate. Alright, so now I'm heading over to the Resistance floors to see what the wait time for Rise of the Resistance looks like. Alright, so Rise of the Resistance is a 115-minute wait currently, with the entire line extended outside. Honestly though, that's not as bad as I anticipated it being. I thought that this entire queue here would be extended into this area that connects to Grand Avenue. Okay, I spoke too soon. The line actually does go all the way down here towards Grand Avenue. It starts way back there, but then it goes all the way down here and then all the way back. Look at this. Look how long this line is. For Rise of the Resistance, it's definitely worth it, but wow, never seen it like this. So not only does the line extend into Grand Avenue, but it goes into the extended queue for Muppet Vision 3D. Do you see that? How incredible is that? I've never seen it that long. I walked over Grand Park to see if I could see the extended queue from over here, and sure enough, there it is, way down there. That is the line for Rise of the Resistance. I never thought I'd see that. I'm gonna walk over here because I haven't really explored back here in a little while. There's really not a lot going on, but nonetheless, I just want to see what I can see. Of course, Pizza Rizzo's back here, but it's not currently open. I believe it just opens for lunch. And then there are a few gift shops back here. This one is closed, and it has been closed for a long time, this Christmas shop. And then the Muppet store right over here, still closed, unfortunately, but hopefully with a lot of new offerings coming back to Walt Disney World, this will open up soon. And then also Mama Melrose's back over here, which is going to be opening pretty soon for lunch. I'm not an MGM purist like a lot of people are, but this was a lot of what I remember about coming to Hollywood Studios almost 10 years ago now. Just being able to go straight through that passageway back there to the back lots. I miss it. All right, I'm still heading towards the front of the park, slowly hoping to beat the impending thunderstorms that are allegedly going to be arriving here pretty soon. Oh, there's a Muppet Vision show starting. Should I do it? All right, I totally am doing Muppet Vision 3D. The doors literally just opened, so I'm going to enjoy this and then probably head on out for the day.
What are we going to see in here anyway? It's one of those 3D movies. Put on your glasses, now. Hey, look! Look at the guy in the goofy mask. That's not a mask. Oh, sorry, lady. Everyone okay in here? We surrender! We surrender! What an explosion!
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to apologize for our slight technical difficulties, but I do wish to assure you that no one was hurt and this theater suffered only minor damage. So thank you very much for coming to see this demonstration of Muppet Vision technology, and enjoy the rest of your stay, and come see us again sometime.
Okay, so I just finished watching Muppet Vision 3D. I sat in the very back seat here in the theater, and now I'm heading outside. It sounds like the next show is probably going to be coming in just a minute here. Yep, as soon as I said that, the next show started to walk in. So I think I'm going to head to Sunset Boulevard, potentially. I'm not sure yet. I want to see what the wait time for Rock and Roller Coaster looks like. It's a little bit busier back here now that a show let outs, which is nice. I love that this part of the park just gets a little bit of attention and activity. I'm also considering doing the single rider line for Runaway Railway, for Rock and Roller Coaster potentially. It's pretty cool. The line for Star Tours extends outside into the indoor forest over here. I've always wanted to wait outside here, but mostly just to wait in the actual line, not really to wait for the ride. That sounded ridiculous, but more so just for the photo opportunity and to say that I've actually waited in the outdoor queue for Star Tours. I really want to come back and watch the Indiana Jones Stuntacular because it's been a little while since I've gotten to do that, but I think today I want to prioritize Rock and Roller Coaster because that sounds just like a lot of fun. Also getting some ice cream from Dinosaur Gertie's sounds pretty good, but I do want to come back and do that with Brennan because I think that sounds pretty cute. So over here by Echo Lake, Chip and Dale are waving at everybody from behind the ropes over there, and what is pretty significant news, probably the most significant news to come out of Disney in a very long time, character experiences are coming back. I'm not totally sure yet how it's going to work, if all of the distance experiences are going to be actual character meet and greets, or if they're just going to be doing it in phases, but you will be able to hug the characters again and maybe potentially get an autograph. Also, it's been announced that Hoop-Dee-Doo Review is coming back to Fort Wilderness, which is incredibly exciting news for live entertainment, and just seeing Chip and Dale interact over here really makes me want them to bring back the Campfire Sing-Along over at Fort Wilderness too. The date for that is going to be April 18th, where you will be able to take some pictures and get some autographs with select Disney characters again, and hopefully it'll phase out to the rest of the characters very soon after that. At the same time, I am not sure how meet and greets are going to work until the 18th actually arrives, whether or not they will be doing autographs for select characters, how dining is going to work, if they're going to actually initiate hugs versus reciprocate hugs. I'm excited, but also confused. It is surprisingly not that busy back over here, so I'm hoping for a minimal wait time for the single rider for Rock and Roller Coaster. Maybe not though, because the standby wait time for Tower of Terror is 105 minutes currently. Nonetheless, I'm retaining optimism for Rock and Roller Coaster back over here, at least the single rider line. So standby starts outside, which is a little bit foreboding. It's 90 minutes right now, and oh, I don't know. Let's see if a single rider line option is available. Okay, single rider is open, so I'm going to give it a chance. I'm a little bit nervous. This single rider line in particular always moves incredibly slow, but we'll see. All right, so it's at about 15 minutes, and I've made it inside. So far, so good with the single rider line. Okay, so it's been a little bit over half an hour in total, and I'm heading to the load station. All right, so somehow I'm going to be in the front row. That took 45 minutes to make it to the front of the line and the single rider line.
Check out Steven Tyler's hat. Okay, Ellie, crank it up, because we're getting ready to rock on this exclusive live broadcast.
blast and how surprising to get the very front row on Rock and Roller Coaster after waiting half of the wait time that was posted. All right, so the rain has not started quite yet. The thunderstorms will be arriving very soon, so I think I am heading out of the park. So I just checked the posted wait times right now. Tower of Terror is over a 2-hour wait, and Rise of the Resistance is just shy of a 3-hour wait. All of the rides that I anticipated accomplishing today, getting to ride Slinky Dog Dash and Rock and Roller Coaster on a Saturday during spring break at Disney's Hollywood Studios, in addition to Muppet Vision before noon, is quite an accomplishment. Tower of Terror and Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway and Rise of the Resistance are obvious. In terms of other rides, that would have been nice to ride, but I'm still pleasantly surprised. So until next time, I would say that was a pretty successful trip, and I beat the rain. So thank you for coming with me to Hollywood Studios today, just to have some breakfast and ride some rides. I do consider it a bit of a privilege just coming to the theme parks, especially around this time of year, because it is so busy and reservations are very hard to come by. So when I got one very early this morning, I got it, and then I came to the park because I just knew that I'd have a great time, and I did. I did not really anticipate what that rope drop experience would be like, but it worked out really great for me, and I am heading home. So thank you once again. I will see you soon. Have a great day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.